How's it going, guys? So this time we're going to be delving a little bit deeper into aggressive catching. This will be part 2 of my aggressive catching series. Part 1 just kind of tested to see who the best would be, and I'd like to continue with that, but this time I'm going to be testing how spectacular catch affects it, height, weight, catching traffic, anything else. And the way I tested this was they jump up, they get the ball, once it's in their hands, that counts as an attempt right there. Whether or not they come down with it, like it gets punched out or not, that's whether it's a successful attempt or not. And you'll see the height one, there's a little variance in height, but to be honest, the shorter guys just had a lot, it took me a lot more reps to get an attempt at all. Same thing with the guys that had lower jumping, it just took longer, so I can't really put that on a graph just because how many attempts it would have to be. This is more of a feeling, and I wouldn't make its own video for that because I prefer to stay away from things that are just a gut feeling or the eye test. I like sticking with the graphs and hard data, because the eye test a lot of the time ends up biased. You kind of come up with the conclusion you were looking for, and I just want to stay away from that. I'd rather give you guys the most accurate test possible, and that's just the graphs. I mean, my commentary over it's a little biased. I can't really control that, but the graphs aren't. You guys come up with your own interpretations, and I feel like that's the most important part. I'm bringing you guys the content. You kind of come up with your own things. I'll give you suggestions on what to do with it, but the graphs are the main parts. So let's check out what I came up with. Okay, guys, so nothing too weird happened here with the height. Obviously the 6'5" guy did better than the shorter guys, and the shorter guys took longer to get those 15 attempts. 5'7" guy gave up 4 interceptions, not that surprising. Weight didn't have anything to do with it. So I mean, I just tested this to make sure nothing funky happened like the trucking one. I didn't expect height to be better. I thought shorter guys would be better than taller guys in trucking. That wasn't the case. Height kind of sticks to what I thought it would be. And the lack of big surprises continues on to this one. You see, obviously, the 99 is more successful than the 95. Catching traffic, jumping, catching doesn't really have an effect on spectacular catching. Jump at first, I ended up getting around 60%, so I thought I'd continue on because I wasn't really sure why jump would affect your chances coming down with it. It evened out after that. So spectacular catching ended up being a little bit similar to hit power. Just about the only thing that affected it was hit power itself. Mind you, I only tested it when they could go up and had a chance to get the ball. Like, it hit their hands and it was either punched out, they dropped it, or they came down with it. That was the only thing. If they couldn't get up to get it, didn't count. Oh, I did count the interceptions if the corner jumped up higher and got it. But, yeah, you see the jumping one. Out of 45, there wasn't a single interception, so I don't really think the jumping affects the chances of it being an interception. So it kind of comes to common sense again. If you want to have a better chance of catching it, you have a taller guy jump up to go get it, or higher jumping. That's going to give you more chances to get it, but spectacular catch is the only thing that affects whether or not you come down with it after you touch it. So that's it for this video. Thanks, guys. Song for today is going to be Heavenly Father by Isaiah Rashad. Have a good one.